And speaking to what Erika was talking about before about that child burnout, there is a ton of parent burnout happening right now as well. You always hear about like workplace and things, but man, being a parent and working from home and having children who knows what's happening from moment to moment. That's really important because that does have an impact on children too, because, we are expected to provide the support and this emotional connection and to be these, to role models to these kids. But how can we do that unless we are also feeling supported and we're feeling held? And oftentimes that means that, we have to be the ones to do that for ourselves. It kind of comes into the next point of that caregiver self-care. Now, self-care is kind of, I think Erika and I were joking yesterday, it's one of those terms that get thrown around left and right, and we've probably all heard it about a million times. But oftentimes, the notion of what we have as a society of what self-care is and what it realistically, could be and should look like are two very different things. We oftentimes have this thing as like, it must be a spa day, we work out 7 days a week, we do this, we do that. There are these big things. Instead of self-care are those little moments throughout the day where we pause, we reset, and we kind of nourish ourselves. And so you'll see like one of the handouts, it was through the National Child Traumatic Stress Network, and it's called Pause, Reset, and Nourish. And you'll read it, you'll be like, this sounds like it's meant for a workplace, because that's kind of how they designed that handout. But I really, really love that concept and that strategy, because it takes all of the facade away from it and it just talks about the bare bones, and it can happen in those moments. So what we're really talking about is pausing, just taking the step back, taking the breath, reset, check in with yourself. What's going on right here? And we're not talking about with judgment. It's just like what's happening. Another buzzword that we hear a lot is mindfulness. And what that is, it's just observing our feelings without any judgment. Just noticing I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, I'm disappointed, I'm grieving. There's a lot of grief that's going on right now. We're really missing, it might be people in our lives, those connections, the structure, our routine, all of those pieces. Just noticing that and being kind to ourselves. And then the next part, that nourish piece. So what could that be? It could be a quick phone call with a friend, a check-in, a walk, watching a funny video. It could be being really kind to our future selves as well. You know what? This thing is overwhelming me. I'm gonna pick the thing that Erika said yesterday. I'm gonna go wash some dishes. Like, that's something that I typically wouldn't do, but for right now, I just need that therapeutic release right there. And I think that's really important to take those small moments and fill up your own cup. Because if you are on empty, you can't give that to your child either. But most importantly, it's being kind, it's being realistic. Perfect doesn't exist, and it definitely doesn't mix with coronavirus. So just being realistic with your own expectations, and children just need you. And so you need to be kind to you.